What are some of the key factors in adopting that adaptability and resilient mindset amongst all the changes? How do we get those that feel like they're in a pit of despair start adapting this new skill set?
I think at the core, it comes down to their belief and their identity. In other words, if you can fill in this statement and you say, I am a learner or I am not a learner. Some people love to learn just to learn.
Yeah.
Some people love to learn because there's something specific that they want to learn in order to take their business or their life to another level. And some people, you have to drag them into learning anything. What I find is that those who are learners can adapt quickly. Those who are not learners are finding themselves well equipped for a world that no longer exists. It's like they're waking up and they're like, how did we get here? And they spend all their time talking about why things aren't the way they used to be, versus those who are like, hey, the world is evolving. It's always evolved. Back when you look at any technology, and technology is what's causing most disruption. So go back to when most of our society rode horses to wherever they went. And along comes a technology called a car. There were actually a group of people that fought desperately to keep horses over vehicles. They thought it was going to ruin the towns, it was going to bring noise, da da da. Those group of people eventually either just rode their horses or they adopted cars. But the early adopters and in the middle, they said, yeah, this is faster, it's better, it's whatever. That industry is disrupted. And we see the same thing throughout history. So I think the number one thing for people, Ken, is to really take a look at their identity and say, am I a learner or have I already learned everything I want to learn? And then you can get into, now, how do I shift my beliefs? How do I align what I want internally with what the world is providing externally? And that's what I call the game of life. Part of the game of life is learning, how do I create more wealth? How do I become happier? How do I become healthier and not sick and overwhelmed and frustrated and distraught?